I'm going to let you do the deposit part. And then once we're done with the deposit and the withdrawal, we want to ask if there is another transaction. So an easy way to do this is to go input. Would you like to do anything else? And I can say yes or no. The easiest way to do this is to ignore anything except yes. So I'm going to say if str another equals y. I'm sorry, if it equals no, that's what I'm going to break. So if they enter anything except lowercase n, it'll just take them back to the main menu. So I can actually run this code as long as I choose only the things that I've worked out. So I choose 2 for withdrawal. Hang on a second. Why is it not asking? What did I do different here? Oh, you know what I did? Wonderful withdrawal. Oh, that's what it was. It imported one of my old programs. That was very helpful. Not okay. There we go. Sometimes PyCharm tries to be helpful and fails. So there's my withdrawal. Now if I choose anything other than CRS, it'll keep asking me. Choose checking. How much do you want to withdraw? So I have 400 in my checking. If I say $402, it'll say you don't have enough money, and it'll say do anything else. So if I say yes, if I go withdrawal, savings, let's go $20. It says your new balance is 80. Would you like to do anything else? No. Okay, so one other thing that you can do in a typical ATM, other than withdraw and deposit, is you should be able to check your balance, right? So really quickly, I want to show you how to check your balance. Okay, so I'm going to enter a third option, 3, to check balances. And to check balances, okay, so here's my menu branching. I'm going to say elif str menu equals 3. Now I can print, since I only have 2 accounts and they're always going to be the same variables, I'm just going to hard code this part. Here are your balances. And I'm going to say print. I'm going to use an F string. I'm going to say $sign. And I'm going to put FL checking. And I'm going to put a colon, 0.2F, which says that should always have 2 numbers after the decimal. That's what that means. So it'll take whatever that number is in FL checking, and it'll format it so that it's always got 2 decimal places. And now I want to align it right, and I'm going to use ljust or rjust and 10 spaces. That justifies it to the right so it'll line up properly. So I'm going to copy that, paste it, and I'm going to do it with the other savings, exactly the same thing. Now, they're not the same. They're the same number of digits right now, but let's say I have a whole bunch more money in my savings account. So now when I do this, if I say check balances, this is how you line up a list of numbers appropriately in an accounting situation, so that they're lined up on the right hand side, two decimal places, and then the decimals line up no matter how many digits are in front of it. So if you right justify them in 10 spaces, it says, let's take 10 spaces and scoot everything to the right. So that is how you use right justify to line them up. Okay, so right here, when you present the balances, that's how you'd want to do it. Okay, so there's a lot there. Again, everything we've done in this program, we've already covered in the class. All it is a lot more code, right? We're getting closer to 100 lines of code here. By the time you finish all of this, it should be close, very close to 100 lines of code. But now you have a program that's actually doing something, right? It's keeping track of those balances, because if I want now, I can go through here, and as long as the program is running, it's going to keep track of those balances. When I stop the program and rerun it, it's always going to reset to $10,000 or $100,000 and $400, because we don't have the ability to save data yet. We will. So if I go withdrawal from savings, let's go $90,000. New balance is $10,000, but I'd like to do anything else. See, now when I check the balances, it's got $10,000 in there. If I say yes, I can withdraw. Now from checking, $250. New balance is $150. Would you like to do anything else? And you can see it's keeping track of that balance as long as that program is running. But the minute I stop it and rerun that, it resets back to those values, because the very first lines in my program set those variables to those values. Okay? So now you got about 30 minutes if you want to work on this. If you want to start getting into it, I highly recommend chipping away at this. You can see most of this program is just managing this logic. But if you think about that flow chart, right? If you think about this, the structure of that, the loops with the branches inside it, that might help you.